You kill a wolf, cut into its warm meat, and eat it before the fire is ready. Not because you are evil, because hunger, cold, and exhaustion would break you first. Your stomach twists, your muscles burn, your face swells while the snow keeps falling. Predator meat was not forbidden. Predator meat was a biological gamble. By the end of this video, you will understand why humans can eat predator meat, but why it has often been a far riskier meal than eating animals lower on the food chain. The survivors were not always the strongest. They were the ones willing to learn which meals could quietly kill them. Picture a frozen valley thousands of years ago. Your fire is low, your hands are cracked, and a hungry wolf is circling the same herd you need to survive. At Gesher Benot Yaakov in present-day Israel, evidence suggests hominins were cooking fish around 780,000 years ago, because heat was not just comfort, it changed what food could safely become. In the ancient world, every bite was a survival decision. Scientists studying foodborne disease discovered something important. Predator meat is not automatically poisonous, and humans have eaten animals such as bears, wildcats, foxes, wolves, seals, and walruses. At first, people thought the rule was simple. Herbivores are edible, predators are not. Then they realized the real difference was risk. A grazing animal usually eats plants. A predator eats animals that may have eaten other animals. That means a predator can collect parasites and pathogens from multiple meals across its life, turning muscle tissue into the final stop in a much longer chain. Researchers call one famous version of this chain the sylvatic cycle, where trichinella parasites move through wild animals when infected flesh is eaten by another animal. But parasites were not the hardest thing, not even close. Scientists and public health researchers discovered that trichinella larvae can hide inside an animal's muscle tissue. At first, hunters thought smoking, salting, drying, or freezing meat would always make it safe. Then they realized those methods are not reliably enough for wild game. The CDC specifically warns that raw or undercooked meat from bear, wild boar, wildcat, fox, wolf, seal, and walrus can transmit trichinellosis. And some trichinella species in wild game can survive freezing, especially species adapted to cold environments. You cannot see those larvae while carving. You cannot smell them over wood smoke. And if the meat is shared, one animal can endanger an entire camp, or today, an entire family meal. But an invisible parasite was not the darkest part, not even close. Scientists investigating trichinellosis outbreaks discovered what happens after that hidden meal enters a human body. At first, they thought the danger ended in the stomach. Then they realized the larva can mature, produce new larvae, and send them moving into muscle tissue. Fever, diarrhea, swelling around the eyes, deep muscle pain. In severe cases, the infection can affect the heart, brain, or lungs. This is why undercooked wild game has become a major source of modern trichinellosis cases in the United States, even though the disease itself is now relatively rare. In one recent outbreak investigation, 6 people became ill after eating undercooked bear meat, while 2 others were infected through cross-contaminated vegetables. But sickness was not the strangest lesson predators taught humans, not even close. Scientists studying food webs discovered another uncomfortable truth. Meat at the top of a food chain can sometimes carry concentrated hazards from lower levels. At first, they thought eating a powerful animal meant gaining a powerful meal. Then they realized predators are expensive prey. They are harder to hunt. They fight back with teeth, claws, speed, and intelligence. And compared with herd animals, there are usually fewer of them on the landscape. A human group that spends days chasing one dangerous carnivore may lose energy, tools, blood, and time that could have gone toward deer, fish, roots, nuts, or smaller prey. Honestly, I think this is the part that feels most ancient. The best meal was not the most impressive animal. The best meal was the one that got everyone through tomorrow. But even that was not humanity's greatest advantage. Imagine carrying a sick hunter back to a cave while a winter storm closes behind you. Imagine feeding someone who cannot hunt because their muscles ache and their face is swollen. Imagine knowing that the animal meant to save your group may have poisoned the person beside you. What would you risk to keep your people alive? Scientists studying the Neanderthal known as Shanidar 1 found healed injuries so serious that he likely depended on others for survival. At first, people pictured prehistory as a world where weakness meant abandonment. Then they realized that care, food sharing, fire, and cooperation may have been humanity's greatest weapon. We cannot know exactly how every ancient group judged predator meat, or how often they ate it, but the science underneath is solid. Wild carnivores and omnivores can carry foodborne parasites, and thorough cooking matters. Your brain still notices danger before dinner. Your body still trusts the smell of cooked food, the glow of a fire, and the safety of eating together. And somewhere beneath all that modern comfort is the old lesson from the snow. Predator meat is edible, but it is never just meat.